Namaskaram friends. So in this discussion video I am going to talk about 5 important issues which are making news recently. So these issues are: first one is aspirational block program, ABP. This program is very much in news. We are going to talk about its some briefly about this topic and its important facts. Okay. Next one is spring revolution. Okay. In Myanmar, spring revolution is going on, so we are talking about what it is and why these types of revolution is taking place in that state. And in third topic we are going to talk about steps taken by the RBI or government to stop the slide of Indian rupee. Okay. In fourth one I am going to talk about Bhavan Kasi Subodh Ratnakar. It is a book published by, you can say, Savitribai Phule. So I'm going to talk about very briefly about this book. And in fourth one I am going to talk about pulsage, impact, benefits of pulsage on the environment. Okay. So in a very brief I am going to discuss each and every issue in a brief, in a some bit of detail. Okay. So first one is aspirational block program, or simply you called it as a ABP. The center launched the aspirational block program, and it is a new initiative on the line of the aspirational district program. We know that earlier aspirational district program is working for the, you can say, improving the facility in the district, and this is a new initiative. It is working on a block level, and this initiative is on the line of the ADP, that means aspirational district program. The ADP is aimed at improving performance of district lagging on various development projects. So any district if lagging on a development project, then we are working in that district, and for that ADP is launched. Under ABP aspirational block program, 500 block across state have been identified, okay, for their development, and for their, if that block is lagging on the various parameter, we choose 500 block and identify it under ABP. Niti Aayog, in participation with the states, will release quarterly ranking of this block based on their performance on development indicators, and these indicators covering sectors such as health, education and nutrition, among others. There are many you can say indicators, and important one is health, education and nutrition. So remember, Niti Aayog in partnership with state release quarterly ranking. Okay, so participation of Niti Aayog state, okay, ranking is released quarterly and based on the performance of on the development indicators such as health, education and nutrition. So remember, these are important point. While the center has put in place basic indicator for ranking, state have been asked to include additional indicator based on their requirement. Okay, center put some basic indicator on the basis of which ranking is done, but state are, you can say, free to choose other indicator and add in this indicator list for as per their requirement. The state and Niti Aayog will work together. In ABP, state and Niti Aayog work together, okay, and state is free to put or in case add their indicator in the parameter list on the basis of which ranking is decided. Like the aspirational district program, the private sector can also contribute to the development of this block. Okay, so contribution of private sector can also contribute in the development of blocks, like they are contributed in the development of district. So remember, it is a block program, same on the lines of the development program. An important point is private sector can also contribute. State and Niti Aayog work together. Release, you can say, ranking is released on a quarterly basis, and indicator parameter on the basis of which ranking is done is like health, education and nutrition. And remember, 500 blocks are chosen in a state. So now we are going to solve one question based on the aspirational block program. Statement 1 is aspirational block program is a new initiative launched on the line of the aspirational district program. Yes, statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is the program will cover 500 districts across state and union territory, and private sector can also contribute to the development of these blocks. Yes, this one is correct. This program covers 500 districts, and union and private sector can also contribute for the development of the block. So statement 2 is also correct. Statement 3 is Niti Aayog in partnership with the state will release quarterly ranking, yes, of the block based on their performance on development indicator covering sectors such as health, education and nutrition. Yes, statement 3 is also correct. So all the statement is correct. Just look at the option. Which of the above statement are correct? A 1 and 2, B 1 and 3, C 2 and 3, D 1, 2 and 3. So option D is correct, 1, 2 and 3. Now let's move on to the next topic called Spring Revolution. So remember, Myanmar has remained in violent turmoil since the military takeover as a battle raged between the pro-democracy forces and military. We know that there is a battle take place in the Myanmar between the pro-democracy forces, some forces who are supporting the democracy and some forces who are against, like military. So there is a battle going on between pro-democracy forces as well as military. Sorry, and due to this, Myanmar has remained in violent turmoil since this battle has started. And day after the coup, when coup is happening in the Myanmar, day after that, many new parliamentary, there are many parliamentary, but new parliamentary who are elected recently organize themselves into a national unity government and launch what they called a Spring Revolution. So remember, since the battle began, Myanmar is in a violent turmoil, and after one day after the coup, newly elected parliamentary organized themselves into a national unity government and launched a revolution called a Spring Revolution. Okay, so I hope you understand the you can say background behind the Spring Revolution. And now we are going to solve a very simple question. Question is, Spring Revolution in recent time is related to which of the following country? First one is China, second one is Japan, third one is Myanmar, fourth one is Ukraine. See, war is Ukraine going on, so do not confuse with that. Okay, you can say you can say Taiwan and China dispute is also going on, so do not you can say relate them there, or do not relate that topic there. So answer is C, Myanmar. Spring Revolution is going in Myanmar because there is a battle between the pro-democracy forces and military. Let's move on to the third topic called steps taken by the government and RBI to stop the slide of Indian rupee. So we are discussing 4 to 5 important points, and just looking these factors are responsible for, you can say, slide of Indian rupee or not. First one is easing condition. If we ease the condition of external commercial borrowing, it will lead to higher borrowing abroad and would temporarily reduce the deficit of forex in India and preventing the slide of rupee. Very simple. When we ease the conditioning of external commercial borrowing, that means more people can borrow from the external, and that means our forex reserve is improving, and then slide of the Indian rupee is prevented. Very much true. When we encourage the Indian borrowers to issue rupee denominated masala bond, so in rupee denominated masala bond, we issue the bond and take money from the people who purchase the bond, and after when we have to pay money, when their bond you can say maturity completed, then we have to pay that money in the rupee denominated. That means not what is the fluctuation of dollar, on the basis of the fluctuation of rupee. So encouraging Indian borrowers to issue rupee denominated masala bond is a measure of RBI government to stop the slide of Indian rupee, as it does not put pressure on our currency through borrowing dollars. Okay, when we borrow dollars, we do not have to pay the money back in dollar. We have, because it is a rupee denominated masala bond, so we have to pay money in the rupee. So there is a you can say there is no pressure on our currency through borrowing dollars, as the bond issue would be a rupee denominated. Very simple. Okay, when we issue rupee denominated bond, that means we borrow money in dollar, but when we pay back, we pay in the rupee. So very simple, and it can reduce, or you can say prevent the slide of rupee. If we follow the expansionary monetary policy, that means more money is available to the hand of the people. That means inflation happen. When inflation happen, when we import things, higher imports through higher spending of the government. Okay, when inflation happen, that means higher imports happen. When higher imports happen, because people are able to purchase things, so imports is also increases. So government have to pay money to that importers in dollars. So in this manner, slide of rupee take place. So expansionary policy is not good if we want to, you can say, tackle the sliding of rupee. Okay, because due to expansionary policy, more money is available to the hand of the people, and people have purchasing power of people increases, so they purchase important goods also. When imports is increases, that means government have to pay to that importer in dollar. So in this manner, slide of rupee also happen. Curbing import of non-essential goods and promoting export. When we curb the, you can say, import of non-essential goods which are not essential, if we curb it, that means we have to pay less dollar to the importers, because very few imports product we are importing. And when we promote export, dollar is also coming in our market. So in both way, we give less dollar and we take dollar from exports, would help control imports, and thus the depreciation of the rupee will increasing and the growth will promoting exports. Very simple. When we curbing import of non-essential goods and promoting export, it would help control imports, okay, and thus the depreciation of the rupee by increasing the growth with promoting export. Very simple. So I hope you understand the important point related to preventing, how we can, what measure we can take to prevent the sliding of rupee. So just solve one question based on it. Which one of the following is not the most likely measure the government and RBI take to stop the slide of Indian rupee? First one is easing condition related to external commercial borrowing. Yes, if E is the condition, that means we borrow more money and sliding of rupee we can prevent it. So this one is correct. But question is about which one of the following is not the most likely measure. So option 1 is not. Encouraging the Indian borrower to issue rupee denominated. Yes, this one you can curb the it can prevent the slide of rupee. So this one option is not correct, because our question is about not most likely. Following an expansionary monetary policy. Yes, this is not the most likely step we can take, because in this we are not able to prevent the sliding of rupees. Fourth, curbing import of non-essential goods and promoting exports. Yes, through this we can prevent the sliding of rupee. So option C is correct. Following, if we follow expansionary monetary policy, we are not stopping the sliding of rupee. So option C is correct. Let's move on to the next topic called Bhavan Kasi Subodh Ratnakar. See, Savitribai Phule published her first collection of poem called Kavya Phule, that means Poetry Blossom, at the age of 23 in 1854. So in 1854, at the age of 23, Savitribai publishes her first book called Kavya Phule, and in 1892 she also publishes Bhavan Kasi Subodh Ratnakar, or you can call it as the Ocean of Pure Gems. So Savitribai Phule published two important books. First one is in 1854 at the age of 23, and second one is 1892. So remember, a very small topic. Now we are going to solve one question based on it. Bhavan Kasi Subodh Ratnakar, that means the Ocean of Pure Gems, was published by Suniti Chaudhary, Pritilata Vadedar, Kamala Devi Chattopadhyay, Savitribai Phule. So we know that Bhavan Kasi Subodh Ratnakar is published by the Savitribai Phule. So option D is correct. Let's move on to the next topic called benefit of pulses on environment. See, the root of pulses and legumes contain soil enriching bacteria. Okay, when you go to the field and see the roots of the pulses as well as legume, you see that these roots are containing the soil enriching bacteria, and collectively we called as a rhizobium. So we can say bacteria which are enriching soil is found on the root of the pulses and legume, and collectively we call them as a rhizobium. Therefore pulses perform biological fixation of environment nitrogen. Due to this bacteria, pulses perform biological fixation of environment nitrogen, because this bacteria fixes the biological process of nitrogen. That means there is no need to put nitrogen, because that bacteria provide nitrogen from the environment to the root of the pulses. They also increase organic matter in the soil, improve quality, and maintain its biodiversity. These bacteria are very, very helpful, because they not only fix the nitrogen for the root of the you can say pulses and legumes, it also increase the organic matter in the soil, and we know that if the organic matter in the soil increase, fertility of soil is increases, and that soil is very rich, that soil become very rich. It also improve the quality of the soil, what I talk about its fertility, and maintain its biodiversity. That means biodiversity near about is also maintained and also healthy due to this rhizobium bacteria. Pulses enhance fertility and reduce the consumption of major fertilizer required for the cultivation of food crops by millions of tons globally. We know that for producing crops we require millions of fertilizer, but pulses enhance due to with the help of this bacteria, they enhance fertility as well as reduce the consumption of this major fertilizer. And if farmer do not purchase, when there is no requirement to purchase fertilizer, that means income of farmer is automatically grow because on input they spend less money. So there are very significant impact of pulses on environment, because it, first of all, it it fixes the nitrogen. That means there is no requirement of put extra nitrogen into it. They reduces the fertilizers. Okay, the soil bacterium enriches the soil, maintain the biodiversity, as well as increase the organic matter in the soil. So these rhizobium are very significant, and cultivating pulses and legumes are also important for the maintaining the fertility and quality of the soil in the field. Okay, because no fertilizer is required, or you can say very less fertilizer is required. Nitrogen fixes automatically happen, as well as health of the soil, fertility of the soil is increases. So I hope you understand the impact of pulses on the environment. Now we are going to solve one question based on it. Consider the following statement regarding the benefit of pulses on environment. Pulses enhance soil fertility and reduce the consumption of major fertilizer required for the cultivation of food crops. Yes, it reduces the fertilizer, not altogether, but it very much reduces. The roots of pulses and legumes contain soil-enriching bacteria, collectively known as rhizobium. Yes, remember the name rhizobium. Pulses perform biological fixation of environmental nitrogen. Yes, it fixes the environmental, you can say biological fixation of nitrogen. So all the statements are correct. Just look at the option. Which of the above statement is correct? A is 1 and 3, B is 1 and 2, C is 2 and 3, D is 1, 2 and 3. So option D is correct. That means 1, 2 and 3 is correct. So I hope you understand the whole discussion on 5 important topic, and these in summary form, these 5 I summarize the whole discussion in few minutes. And these are, first one is we are talking about aspirational block program. An important point related to it is, we know that 500 block are chosen in the state. Niti Aayog state work together quarterly. Its ranking is released on the indicators like health, education and nutrition, as well as state have a freedom to put another indicator as per their requirement. Okay, and it is you can say this initiative is taken on the line of the aspirational district program. Second one is Spring Revolution, which is going on in Myanmar, because there is fight going on between the military as well as pro-democracy forces. Third one is measures of RBI and government to stop slide of Indian rupees. We know that if we increase external commercial borrowing, it reduces. If we encourage Indian borrower to issue rupee denominated masala bond, it can reduce. If we curb the import of non-essential goods and promoting export, it can reduce. But if we follow the expansionary monetary policy, it will not. Okay. Fourth one is Bhavan Kashi Subodh Ratnakar. Remember the ocean of pure gems, or Bhavan BAVAN Bhavan Kashi Subodh Ratnakar is written by Savitribai Phule, and one more important book is Kavya Phule. Okay, or you can say Poetry Blossom. Fifth one is benefit of pulses on environment. We know that that rhizobium, which is present in the root of pulses and legumes, are fixes nitrogen, improve the quality of soil, less requirement of fertilizer, organic matter on the soil increases, as well as biodiversity is maintained. So I hope you understand the whole discussion in a joyful manner and gain some perspective, gain some knowledge out of it. Okay, so namaskaram, thank you.